Boxing fans love a good underdog story, but what happens when the underdog actually wins, only to have the system deny him his moment of glory? Saturday night at the Barclays Center in Brooklyn was supposed to be another dominant showcase for WBA lightweight champion Gervonta "Tank" Davis. Instead, it became one of the most controversial fights in recent memory. Lamont Roach, the overlooked challenger, stepped into the ring with confidence and executed a near-perfect game plan. He landed crisp shots, controlled the pace, and even forced Davis to take a knee in the 9th round. But in a stunning twist, the referee refused to call it a knockdown, leaving fans and analysts in disbelief. If the fight had been scored fairly, would Roach have walked away as the new champion? This wasn't just a close fight, it was a fight that many believe Roach outright won. Yet, the final decision was a shocking 12-round majority draw, a result that left the crowd booing and social media exploding with outrage. The frustration wasn't just about the scorecards. It was about the feeling that boxing's biggest stars always seem to get the benefit of the doubt. Did Tank Davis truly do enough to retain his title? Or was this a case of boxing politics protecting its biggest name? If Roach had been given the knockdown he deserved, would the outcome have changed? These questions are sparking heated debates across the boxing world, and one thing is clear: this fight will not be forgotten anytime soon. Gervonta "Tank" Davis retained his WBA lightweight title after a highly controversial 12-round majority draw against Lamont Roach on Saturday night at the Barclays Center in Brooklyn, New York. The fight ended with a sold-out crowd expressing their frustration, as many fans believed that Roach had done more than enough to secure the victory. Throughout the match, Roach showcased impressive boxing skills, landing clean punches and controlling several rounds. However, despite his strong performance, the judge's final decision left many questioning the fairness of the scoring. The result was met with criticism from boxing fans and analysts, who argued that Roach was the rightful winner of the fight, and that Davis had received a favorable decision due to his superstar status. One of the most controversial moments of the fight occurred in the 9th round, when Davis took a knee after being hit with a sharp right hand from Roach. Under normal boxing rules, voluntarily taking a knee is considered a knockdown and should result in an automatic 8 count. However, the referee did not acknowledge it as a knockdown, which significantly influenced the outcome of the match. If the knockdown had been officially counted, it could have swayed the judge's decision in Roach's favor. Many fans and analysts were outraged by this call, believing that it gave Davis an unfair advantage. Despite this, Davis claimed in his post-fight interview that he believed he had done enough to secure the win, especially in the final 3 rounds. However, most observers felt that those rounds belonged to Roach, as he continued to land precise shots, control the pace of the fight, and force Davis into uncomfortable positions. Boxing experts and fans alike have labeled this decision as one of the worst robberies in recent memory. They argue that Roach displayed superior technical skill and dictated the fight, making Davis look vulnerable and exposing weaknesses in his defense. Roach's ability to counterpunch effectively kept Davis on the back foot, preventing him from establishing his usual aggressive style. As the fight progressed and Davis struggled to take control, he resorted to questionable tactics, including hitting Roach on the back, using his shoulder to push him off balance, and landing low blows. These tactics, combined with the referee's questionable calls, further fueled the belief that Davis was given special treatment throughout the match. One of the biggest talking points of the fight was the referee's handling of Davis taking a knee. Many fans and boxing experts were shocked that it wasn't ruled a knockdown, as the rules clearly state that voluntarily going down should result in an automatic 8 count. This decision only added to the growing frustration and suspicions of favoritism toward Davis. Given his status as one of boxing's biggest stars and a major pay-per-view attraction, some believe that officials were hesitant to make a call that could have cost him his title. This has led to heated debates about the integrity of the sport and whether top fighters receive preferential treatment in high-profile matches. In the aftermath of the fight, Many boxing fans and analysts are calling for a rematch between Davis and Roach to settle the controversy once and for all. Roach has proven that he is a legitimate contender and capable of competing at the highest level. His performance earned him the respect of the boxing community, even though the official result did not go in his favor. Whether Davis chooses to give him a rematch or move on to another opponent remains to be seen. But one thing is certain, the debate over this fight's outcome will not die down anytime soon. If anything, this controversy has only added to the demand for more transparency and accountability in boxing officiating, ensuring that fighters are given fair opportunities regardless of their popularity or financial draw. The controversy surrounding this fight has sparked intense discussions among boxing fans, with many questioning whether the sport is truly fair when it comes to judging and officiating. Roach entered the fight as the underdog, but his performance proved that he was more than capable of competing with an elite fighter like Davis. He consistently outboxed Davis in key moments, landing clean and effective punches while avoiding much of Tank's power shots. Despite this, the judges' decisions seemed to favor Davis, leading to accusations that his superstar status played a role in the outcome. This has reignited concerns about how boxing judges score fights and whether favoritism exists when big-name fighters are involved. Additionally, the way Davis handled the fight has raised questions about his conditioning and preparation. Many fans and analysts noted that he did not look as sharp as usual, struggling to find his rhythm and allowing Roach to dictate the pace for much of the bout. Some have speculated that Davis may have underestimated Roach, assuming that the fight would be an easy victory. Others point to his inactivity leading up to this fight, as he had not competed in several months, which may have affected his timing and overall performance. Regardless of the reasons, this fight has cast doubt on whether Davis is still at the top of his game or if he has weaknesses that other opponents can exploit in the future. Roach, on the other hand, has gained tremendous respect for his performance, even in defeat. Many believe he should have walked away with the WBA lightweight title, and his display of skill and determination has only increased his credibility as a top contender in the division. His ability to take control of rounds, land effective combinations, and frustrate Davis has made him a fighter that people will want to see more of in the future. If anything, this fight has elevated Roach's profile, and he may now have more opportunities to challenge other top names in the lightweight division. If he continues to perform at this level, he could find himself in another title fight sooner rather than later. The impact of this controversial decision may extend beyond just these two fighters. It has once again put boxing officiating under scrutiny, with fans demanding changes to ensure fairer judging and refereeing. Some have called for instant replay to be implemented in cases like this, where a clear knockdown was ignored. Others believe that there should be stricter oversight on how fights are scored, and that possibly bringing in neutral international judges for high-profile bouts. Whatever the solution, it is clear that the frustration among fans is growing, and the sport risks losing credibility if such questionable decisions continue to occur.